Alright, what is going on, guys? Ranger Rick 978 here, and I know it's been like forever since I recorded a video. I've been super busy, just helping my mom out. She's getting settled in, and she just recently came from her trip, and she's getting settled in on all that type of, lady shit that nobody really cares about. But also, one of my friends that have recently passed away in the Dominican Republic, so I had to deal with that. Making calls overseas, that boring stuff. Yeah, God bless his soul. He was a good guy. So yeah, I had that going on. It's currently like 3 o'clock in the morning. I decided officially I'm just gonna make videos in the nighttime, because every time I try to make a video in the daytime, somebody either knocks on my door or somebody calls me and just interrupts me, and I'm tired of the interruptions, I'm tired of the bullshit, I'm tired of the crap. So I'm gonna make videos during the night, and hopefully I can stay up and have enough energy to make videos, because like right now, I just finished drinking a nice coffee, and it really didn't do that much. But yeah, so hopefully I got enough free time now to make more videos, because I feel like I haven't released a video in forever. And I mean, last time I checked was like 4 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I had almost 500 subscribers. I was ecstatic. I was gonna make a video. I was gonna make a special video, all that crap. And then I checked like a week after that, and I had like 400 subscribers. And then I checked back like 2 days ago, and I had like 350 subscribers. So again, I'm not mad. I'm not sad or anything like that. But because I understand the reason why I haven't released a video in like maybe a month, I think. So I'm here. I'm gonna start making videos again, and to show you guys, I'm gonna start making videos. I actually want to change it up with something new, with a new game. Probably gonna try to do this every Friday. I'm gonna do a little game developer Tycoon. Game developer. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, game developer Tycoon. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna do a game. Oh my God, I cannot say it. I'm gonna do a game developer Tycoon series, which is gonna air every Friday. I'm gonna try. Don't hold me to it. I'm gonna try to commit 100% on making it every single Friday. Yeah, let's get started. So yeah, name of the company. I've always let me get this going. I've always wanted to make a video game company called Tiny Machines. I don't know why. It's a great name. Wish I had the money to trademark it, because I would trademark it. It's like Tiny Machine Studios, like beast, man. It's like OP, dog. It's OP. It's an OP name. It's not long enough. Yeah, we'll just leave it at Tiny Machines. Call my guy Philip. Philip is a funny name. Philip. I actually like that hairstyle and all that thing going on. I'm gonna go with that. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, I failed many times. Many times I failed. Yeah, let's just rewrite this one. And let's make a new game. So we're gonna call this game. First of all, let's get the topic. Space. Strategy. PC, because who plays on a console? Yeah. All right. Let's call this The Invaders. I was watching Escape from Planet Earth yesterday, so that's where I got this whole space thing going on. 2D graphics, is any nobody like text-based games? Come on. Okay. For anybody who hasn't played this game, the way the game works is you develop a game, you pick a topic, you pick a gender, and you pick a platform in which you want to feature the game. When you get further on, you can choose, a desired audience and stuff like that. You get little perks in here and there. Ugh. Excuse me, I just burped. For anybody that You know, for everybody that didn't catch that. And well, yeah. And then you go into developing the game, and the developing of the game has 3 stages. First stage is the development. Stage 1, which is like you choose how much time you want to allocate into each category. Each stage has 3 categories, and they have little levels that you can choose on how much you wanna dedicate to each of the mechanics. For example, stage 1, it has the engineer mechanic, the gameplay mechanic, and the story and quest mechanic. Each time you level up, cause it's kind of hard to explain. Each mechanic has a level that you can level up depending on how much time you allocate to that, to each mechanic. Oh man, this is like the most difficult thing to explain. All right. So each stage has 3 mechanics you can dedicate time to. The more time you dedicate into each mechanic, the more experience you gain with the mechanic. Thus, the higher the level goes. The higher the level goes, the better game you create, etc., etc. All right. So this is the first stage. I'm gonna do that. This type of setup. So every time you design in a game, you develop a game in game developer Tycoon, you get these little bubbles. Oh, I missed it. Well, you get these little bubbles that go to design, I want to say is technology. Yeah, technology. Your research points and your bugs. I want to say that's right. I wish I could see it. Wish you move out the way. But yeah. Design is basically how the game looks, and technology is how advanced the technology is. How the user interface is. You know how basically how much. How the code, basically the technology, the coding section of a game. If anybody knows anything about game development or anything like that, the technology is the coding side of the game. The design is the GUI, the game user interface, that's where you click the buttons. That's where you see the actual images on the screen. The guy shooting, and the stats and the health bar and all that stuff. Research points is points you spend to research. New topics, new gender, marketing techniques, etc. And bugs is how many errors you have in the game coding. Usually it's a good game thumb of the nail. I think that's what you say. Thumb of nail. Thumb of nail. I don't know. Thumb of nail fail. Yeah. It's good. It's generally a good rule to when you release a game to have no bugs at all, and to have kind of like very equal design and technology. Like you don't want to have 30 technology and like 10 in design, because it's gonna be a horrible game, and vice versa. You want to have 20, 22. Like for just number's sake, you could definitely have higher. The higher the better. But I'm just saying, let's say you want to have, if you're gonna have the 22 design, you want to have like 20, 21 technology. Like you want to be in the same general area, usually because that's how the game is judged. Scoring system. Basically, the more time you invest in both of them, but makes kind of outputs the better game. I pretty much suck at explaining this right now, but if you get the gist of it, the gist of it, it's pretty much these bars of time. Depending on which way you organize, and depends on how much you spend, how much time and focus you spend on the design and technical. Putting these in the right combination will output output enough points to each of the technical and design, so that you get a great game. Yeah, pretty much. That was probably the worst explanation ever, but yeah, just go with it. I'll just pretend, Morgan Freeman just explained the game to you, and everybody else totally said, and we'll all be happy. Alright, so this game is stage 2 of the game, which in stage 2 you got the dialogue mechanic, the level design, and the artificial intelligence. This is a strategy game. It's not gonna be a lot of dialogue. It's not gonna be a lot of story and quests. The stage 1 of story and quests. That's why I put it all down. Level design is almost in every single. Level design is the one thing that you barely ever touch. Like the middle one. level design, level edit, stuff like that. Like usually graphics and stuff like that. The one in the middle, you almost never touch it, because that is basically the one thing that is expected of every game. Every game is expected to have good graphics, good level design, and I forgot what the third one is. I think the third one is the I don't know. We'll see. Usually when you depending on the category and the combination of gender and category is what determines the sidebars. And getting the right combinations is what gives you the better outcome for the game design. Yeah, I'm really sorry if you guys are like relying on my explanation of the game to like become a game tycoon, because right now I seriously suggest you guys just go out there, grab the game, make your own combination, see what works, because I'll probably be giving the worst explanation I could ever give about this game. But we'll just continue from here, see what happens. See the little points that go? We'll talk about cash once I get the game out there and released. These are other features you can put into the game. I gotta make the screen bigger next time. I made it smaller so that I can have better control, but whatever. Again, don't really need a world design. It's a strategy game, so I'm gonna focus on that right there. So third level is graphics, of course. Like I said, usually the one thing that's expected of every game. Sound, since it's a strategy game, sound is pretty much what's expected of a strategy game. World design is not a big open world game. It's a strategy game. It's probably gonna be like a like a checkers, like Connect Four type of game. So we don't really need to put that more than that much time allocated into world design. So we'll get that out of the way. So see, we're pretty equal here. We got 5-7. We're not that far away. We're not that far apart, which is good. Which is what we want. The closer they are together, the better the game. Because that's what you want. So now you see, he's gonna start solving some bugs, and wow, he's putting a lot of time into design. But it's not that big of a deal. So you usually want to get it when there's no bugs, and you click finish. If there's a bug, it could affect gradually the reviews, which makes it so that you really don't get that much fans. So people don't really buy the game a lot because it's bugs. I mean, imagine Call of Duty with bugs, or Minecraft with bugs, that don't get packed, don't get patched. So okay, so this is where the levels that I was talking about earlier comes in play. So you see, I allocated more time to gameplay engine, not that much time to story and quest in the first stage. So I got more points in engine and gameplay, and since I still put some time into story quests, just not as much as the other ones, I still get points, just not as much, like I said, as I do on the other categories of the mechanics. So the same goes on and goes on, and then a summary of all this goes into my actual level, and depending on your level, depends on what you unlock, what features you unlock. For example, marketing, you get like a level 3, I think, or level 4, or stuff like that. You get like little bonus features where you can improve the quality of work for your employees, and all the stuff in the future. We'll talk about that in the future. This is supposed to be a gameplay, not a tutorial, but I just want to let you guys know so that you don't go in there, you don't learn by fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go in there balls deep thinking you're gonna make $100 million in 2 days, 2 days of playing the game, and then you go bankrupt in the first 2 hours. I mean, how fun? What fun is that? So, yeah. Wow, I suck at this. All right, so we released the game. We wait on reviews. Well, we wait. Usually when all right, we release the game and we're waiting on reviews. Usually when we're waiting on reviews and stuff like that, I usually like to do a little bit of research, so that way I'm not wasting time, because so I'm pro like that. I'm OP. Fantasy. This is another thing. I researched for custom game engines. Custom game engines is how you improve the game. Basically, how you make 3D instead of 2D games, and how you improve the audio, and how you add more options like multiplayer and game saves, and and weather, and all that type of good stuff that's in video games today. You gotta remember, this game was, you know, the time in the game is set in like the 1980s, so like, or like 70s, where games are just being released, like game consoles, like games are just starting to come out to the general public. Like the game, there's not even a game console out yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gradually gotta make your company increase as the time goes on, so that by the time we get to our era now, you'll be a major tycoon like EA and stuff like that. That's generally the idea that you want to have in your head when you play this game. So we're starting the research. My reviews just came in, so let's see what they say. You got 6, not bad. We could have done, you know, we could have done better. Could have been more, right? So guys, I agree with you. Beautiful. I like that. I like that. You're beautiful to informed gamer. Kirky but good. Oh, Game Hero, always give good reviews. And good game. I thank you, all games. I thank you. So Tiny Machines is a newcomer in the game industry and has just released the first game, The Invaders. The game received favorable reviews with such a good start that Tiny Machines are sure to gain fans quickly. That is what's up. All right, so money. Every month you have to pay. We'll leave it here right now so I can explain the money. Every month you have to pay a month, like rent. You have to pay food expenses and stuff like that. So it's taken out of your bank account every month. The more you improve the facilities, for example, I think when you get your first meal, you get asked to move to an actual office instead of your mom's basement or garage, wherever you are. And instead of paying like $8,000, what it is right now, you pay like $30,000 or some ridiculous amount of money that in real life you would never pay. But because it's a game, we're okay with it. This units. Think of it as if every game was worth $20, we would sell, and we were selling 4,300 units. Then, you know, 20 times 400, we're looking at like almost 900,000 units. So we're looking at, I mean, almost $900,000. The reason we didn't get $900,000 is because, well, it's probably not selling at $20 an hour. I mean, at $20 a game case, it's probably selling like at $5 or $3, because you know it's the 1980s and everything was cheap back then. But as an example, you have to also pay other fees, hidden fees that are in the game that they don't show you. For example, to get the game out, to get the rights for the computer, stuff like that. You'll see later in the game, for example, like to use certain consoles, you have to pay a certain premium to get a license to put a game out and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that in the future. But yeah, usually you want to try to sell as much copies as you can. Like, for example, if you have a t-shirt company, right? Say you have a t-shirt company, and you got this design on a shirt, and you bought 100,000 shirts for just easy number's sake. Are you gonna want to sell 10 shirts or 100,000 shirts? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to push as much as that out. Same concept here. The more you push out, the more money you get. The more money you get, the bigger you become. The bigger you become, the more people you can have the more people you can hire to work for you. The more things you can have happening. More improvements you get. More topics you get. I mean, money rules the world, man. The more money you get, the better. Fans are people that are generally always gonna buy your game, no matter what. So the more fans you have, the more likely you are to have good sales. For example, if you have 10,000 people, you can expect to have 10,000 units sold every single time, no matter what, because you have 10,000 fans. I have 27 fans, so the fact that I got 4,000 people buying my game is ecstatic. That's a good odd, so you know, because I'm a boss like that. Okay, so The Invader sold 4,000 units on its first week of the market. We made it to the charts at number 28. 28, first game ever. Boss. We're probably gonna do 25 minutes. I'm probably gonna do a 25-minute video, so it's probably gonna end pretty soon. So probably gonna maybe release one more game for you guys, and then I'm gonna call it a day. You know, as always, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I know this game wasn't, I know this gameplay wasn't, so much on the game, but more about the mechanics of the game, how the game works, a little tutorial for you guys. But I'm probably gonna release the actual gameplay video tomorrow, and then start from there every Friday and so on. And Thursday. I just love you guys like that, and I hope you guys complete me. That's how it works. All right, So we got that going on. So we're researching fantasy. We're researching fantasy. So we gotta wait for that thing to finish. Yep, researching fantasy. All right, no slacking, man. No slacking. Let's get to work. All right. Fantasy adventure. PC. We'll call this. The dwarf quant. Oh no, that's too long. Call it dwarf. The dwarf. So game development. What the heck is that all about? The dwarf, man. The dwarf. So let's focus more. We need to focus not much on engine, but more on story and quest, because it's an adventure game. When you play an adventure game, it's just like in real life. When you play an adventure game, you want a good story, you want some quests, man. That's like what you look at. You look at that thing. Sales records. The Invaders have achieved 10,000 units. 10,000 units. First game ever. It's amazing. I wish it worked like that in real life. I'd be rich. Not that much on AI, more on dialogues. Dialogues is storyline, stuff like that, you know. Yeah, that's stuff that you always skip over. Yeah, that's dialogues. World design. I'll put some sound, because you know, when we play a fantasy game, you know, we want that creepy sound in the forest. You know, we want the dwarf, it to sound like an actual dwarf. You know, stuff like that. We're focusing a lot on design, which is bad. I hope we can pick this up here eventually. Usually when we do fixing bugs, we tend to put a lot of focus on design for some reason. I don't know why. The Invaders is now off the market and has sold 17,000 units, generating 100,000. 100,000. So that's about $10 a game. Not bad. $10 is some change. It's not bad. So yeah, once it gets off the market, that means you don't make money off the game anymore. But later on in the series, you discover sequels. Once you get sequels, you'll be able to go back to that game and re-release it by part 2. You get interesting news, tells you about new stuff that's coming out, blah 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 blah. Keeps you up to date, stuff like that. Let's finish this before it gets more than that. We don't want that. New topic, new combo, great combo. That's always good to get. That's always a good sign. That means you're doing something right. Hopefully we can level up here. Would love to level up on the first video. Nope, probably next video. Release the game. Let me do a little bit of research. Virtual pet, no. Virtual pet is very hard topic to do. Every time I played before, it was one of those. See, 8K a month. You get a thing. That's an expensive. His mom really must hate the kid. But yeah, virtual pet is one of those things. Yeah, the topics and combination stuff like that. It's extremely difficult. I try to stay away from it. First reviews came 7. Good game. Give me an 8, man. Give me an 8. 7's all around. Give me an 8. Really? That low? Game hero, man. No love, bro. No love. Showing potential. Let's see how much we make on the first week, and then I'm gonna call it a day, guys. So let's see what happens. Alright, whatever. Oh, contract work. I'm actually gonna leave it here because I want to talk about this next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, whatnot. You know, tell a friend, tell your grandma, tell your mom, tell your dog, tell your cat, your hamster, whatever. As always, love ya. Ranger Rick 978 out.
Green like Luigi, nigga. Unholy flow, rolled it on a Ouija, nigga. Daughter, sisters, nieces fighting just to see these niggas rubbing on me, but they ain't looking for no genie, nigga. Fly like he BET. I don't ever BEG. Dimes on the BED. Play 'em like a DVD. Catch me in the BBC. Beats get the DDT. These niggas here go and go. TBC. Yellow bone, lemonade, bras on some Gucci shit. Get the camera.